It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
In the criminal justice system, sexually-based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit. These are their stories.
I have never in my life came to social media and cried. I have never in my life done nothing like this, but I need to get this out. I need people to know what's going on, and I think that's where my first mistake was. Not telling people what's going on. So I have 5-year-old twins. And I regret the day. I regret the day that I even entertained their dad. This man is so evil. This man is so evil. I've never in my life dealt with no man like this. And the crazy part is we was never involved like that. I love my kids. God knows I love my kids. But they were not reproduced in the right way. They weren't. He was a fun guy. I was still going through it from my kid's dad, getting over that. And I was using him to try to get over my kid's dad. But he is like 20 times worse. Like, I have never dealt with no stuff like this in my life, man. Like, Jesus, help me today, God. I gotta get this story out. This is one of the biggest covert narcissists, and I know people use that term loosely, but this man got it. This man got it. Like, he is literally trying to destroy my life. And for what? He don't even have no reason to do this. So, I met him when we were younger. We was little kids. He was my stepbrother best friend or whatever. And so that's how I initially knew him. And so, fast forward, just going through a tough time in life. I met him. I was vulnerable, just going through it. And, oh my God, I just wish I would have never even responded to him. I wish I never responded to him. And I knew, and then at the time, now that I'm thinking back, like, he just kept saying, oh, you gonna be my baby mama. You're gonna be my baby mama. You're gonna have my kids. You're gonna have my kids instead of, you're gonna be my wife. I should have took heed then. But, you know, oh my God. I cannot believe. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. So, it was not nothing more than what it was.
I don't know what we're here for.
Produce kids. The day that I had them, I was so distraught and depressed because I knew that I didn't want to deal with this man. But I knew that he could possibly still be a good dad. And technically, he was a decent dad. I wouldn't say that he was a very good dad. And it just depends on whatever mate that he has. So, anyways, long story short, like, he got another, I don't even know how many kids he got. Like, I don't even know this man for real. Like, I don't even know him. But the person that he was with at the time, they have a baby now, but they didn't have a baby before. And, like, he would always try to cause friction between us, and I didn't know why, because I never even wanted this nigga. Like, I never wanted him like that. And that's what be pissing me off the most. Like, I never even wanted a future with him. I never wanted him in my future. Like, I never even... I'm so upset with myself for even letting myself stoop down to the level that he on. I can't even believe it. Okay? Like, I can't even believe it. And so he was just trying to cause friction in between me and her. So I pulled up to, like, the first time I met this girl was at my kid's christening. Like, I didn't even know nothing about her. Like, she had met my mom at her job, and my mom had told me about her. Like, I didn't even know nothing about this girl. He had invited me to this girl's house, talking about it was his auntie house and stuff. So I didn't even know nothing about her until she showed up at my kids' christenings. And of course, initially I'm upset because this is an intimate moment for my kids, and like, where did you come from? Who is she? So I asked him. He finally come out, oh, I'm tired of hiding it. Hiding what? Like, you literally have no reason to hide anything from me, because I never wanted to be with this man. I never. And for the fact, it just be pissing me off every time I think about it, because he had her thinking that I wanted to be with him when that was literally not the case. So I pull up on her one day because I knew that's like, I have never been that baby mama. Oh, you can't see your kids. You're not about. I have never done that. I have never said that. I've never kept my kids away from their dads. Like, I would never in my life do nothing stuff like that. Like, you're the other person that's supposed to help me with them. Like, why would I keep you away from them? So I pull up on her, and she like, well, I thought you had a problem with me. No, girl, I don't have no problem with you. Like, I don't even know what the problem is. Like, we need to be cool. Like, we got, you know what I'm saying? We share, my kids come to your house. My kids come to your house or whatever. And so, oh my God. So, long story short, we end up being cool. He gets locked up. When he get locked up, me and her grew a closer relationship. She helping with the kids. She buying them things. Like, she's taking my daughter to the beautician. Like, we were getting along so well, because I've always been a person that I work a lot. I like nice things, so I work. And so she would babysit, like, she was helping me. And mind you, I was not accepting no calls from him. I wasn't contacting him. I was giving her pictures, and I would tell her, you take the pictures and, you send it. Like, I didn't have no contact with this man whatsoever. And he called me. He got through one time of calling me. I did answer, and he got upset, talking about, well, why you won't send my kids pictures? And I was like, well, I have your girlfriend doing it. He got so upset about that. So long story short, I can't remember how long he actually spent or whatever in there. I don't know how long he spent in there. And so but the whole time, she down, we getting along like no problems. The day that this man gets out, I don't know if she was in a store or whatever the case is, he's calling me, blowing me up. And I'm like, what's up? Like, y'all can, pick up the kids from daycare or whatever. He like, no, I'm just trying to see you. I'm trying to talk to you. Like, what? Like, if you keep on calling me, I'm calling your girlfriend. Like, quit playing. Like, at this point, not only one, I'm not even that type of woman. Secondly, I respect her because this woman been helping me with my kids. So that already showed me his type of character, because she's sitting up here not only holding you down, but she holding your kids down. You know what I'm saying? Whew. So it's going to have to be a part 2, because it's more than that. Like, so I already knew what type of person he was. And he basically camouflages. I don't know what he be telling the women that he be getting with. Like, he done had several different after her. Like, it didn't work out. They ended up having a baby. She moved on or whatever. And, they were going back and forth. But whatever the case was, I have never, I don't ask about his personal business. I'm not in his personal business. I'm not making it hard for him to be a dad, but he's making it so hard for me to be a mother. Like, I have never in my life. Ooh, Jesus. So he done went through several different women. Depending on the woman, that's how he delegates being a dad. On how, I don't know what type of women he get. Like, I don't know if they just be bird brain or they just want to have an issue with me because for the sake of the man or what. I don't even know what the case is. But depending on a woman, that's how he would act as a father. So if the woman, I guess, was into their kids or whatever the case is, he'll make it seem like he's just all into his kids. Then if the woman, I guess, didn't care, or if he wasn't messing with a woman, I don't even know. That's the thing. Like, I don't even know what this man do day to day. I don't know nothing about his personal life. Like, I don't know nothing about this nigga for real. So, oh my God, I'm just so upset with myself. I cannot believe I had kids with somebody like this. Like, I just cannot believe that oh, Jesus. So, fast forward, depending on the woman, like, he would mess with women that do hair. So, he'll get my daughter hair braided. Okay, fine. Whatever, that's the case. But I would say, introduce us, because if it's another woman in my daughter's hair, I would want to know, who it is. Like, just, and like, the way that he would just gaslight, like, oh, you just trying to see who I mess with. Well, duh. Like, if my kids is gonna be around them, at least introduce us. Like, I have never been that person that, oh, my baby daddy. Like, no, once I'm done, I'm done. Once you done, I let you be done. Like, I'm not even that type of person. And I think that's what's making me more upset about the whole scenario, when I just think about everything that have taken place for the last 5 years. Like, he'll try to throw that, and I have told him countless times, I do not like you like that. Like, I have never liked you like that. I have told his girlfriend, like, she can even vouch. I even said, like, girl, I was in a vulnerable place, in a vulnerable spot. I was at my lowest part of myself when I dealt with him. Like, I would never even deal with a man like him. Like, you know what I'm saying? And oh my God, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. The only reason why I had them, because I was going to get an abortion. I was. The night before I was about to get that abortion, I had a dream. God came to me in a dream and said, if you kill my kids, nothing you do will ever prosper. And that's why they are here today. That is the only reason why they are here today. Don't judge me, but I knew that I did not want any more kids out of wedlock. I knew I did not. Okay? That's another thing. So, depending on his mood and his emotion, that's his performance as a dad. You know what I'm saying? So, fast forward a few years, he'll get them for a week. Like I said, he not a terrible dad. He could definitely do better, but he is one of them dads, oh, I'll see what I can do. I got this going on, and I've always handled it. I've always picked up the slack. So, 2024. In 2024, he did not buy them anything. He did bring clothes from his previous girlfriend's kids, their old clothes. I didn't say nothing about that. I didn't say anything about that, because if they gently used, kids tear up stuff anyway. I don't have nothing to say. But my point is, he has not spent $1 on them. He has not bought them anything. He has not done anything for them. Mind you, I'm trying to be nice. I let him file one of the twins on his taxes. He still have not bought them nothing. He still have not paid anything for any extracurricular activities or any of that. So boom, fast forward to now. Oh my God. So the whole 2024, it was almost like he was bipolar. One minute he cool, the next minute he ain't. Like, it just depend on his mood or whatever. And then he'll apologize. Whew, Lord. Then he'll apologize. I'll let him, like I said, he's their other parent too. So yes, I need his help as well. So I'm just trying to, delegate parenting, co-parenting or whatever. I came up with a system. He agreed to it. I allowed this man. Y'all, I hope y'all been able to keep up. I just got to get this out. I gotta get this out. I gotta get this out. I just gotta get this out. I tried to delegate a system. Like, okay, well, get them every other weekend. He like, okay, cool. I get them every weekend. And like I said, he is a performative dad. It depends on whatever woman that he got or that he's entertaining at the moment. So fast forward to 2025. I tell this man that I am relocating to Georgia. At first, like for like maybe I'm not, like literally within a day, he was like, no, you're not taking my kids and this and that and the other. And so I don't know what made him change his mind. He called me back. He like, okay, you know what? That's cool. I'll help you whatever you need to do. I'll buy their wardrobe. I'll buy this. Now, mind you, up until this point, he has not bought anything. He has not bought anything. Let me rewind. I forgot a very pivotal part of this too. So, in 2004, he did have an extra vehicle, and my vehicle got totaled in Indianapolis, Indiana. And when my car got totaled, I needed a vehicle, and I asked him, I don't have a vehicle right now. Either can you take the kids back and forth to school, because their school that they go to don't have a bus system or whatever, or can I use one of your extra cars? He allowed me to use his truck. He had an extra truck or whatever, so he allowed me to use that. In between this time, he trying to date me, trying to do stuff, and I'm like, no, it ain't even like that. Like, we just cool. Like, you know, you one of the, at this point, you one of the guys. Like, you're a homie. Like, you're part of the family. Like, you're a cousin, little brother type of time I'm on. Like, that's how I feel towards him. Like, I don't have no romantic feelings towards this man at all. So he let me use the truck, and when he let me use the truck, probably, I think he got back with his other baby mama. And when he got back with his other baby mama, he was like, oh, I can't help you no more. I'm taking the truck. Oh, okay. You know, it is what it is. I was like, well, you're going to have to take the kids back and forth to school until, you know, I get my car. He had them kids every bit of 4 days. He went to the office at their school, at a Catholic school, which I'm going to talk about them too, Holy Cross School. And he went to them and he told them that he didn't know where I was at, and that I disappeared and I will probably be gone for 2 or 3 months. Why did he tell the office that? I'm not quite sure. And not only did he do that, but he tried to remove my name off of the pickup and drop off and the emergency list and add his girlfriend. As I stated in the beginning, I have never done anything like this. I don't even tell social media my business, but I was led to get this out. I need other people to know what's going on. I just need other people to know what's going on. And I need for younger women to really take heed to my story, because when you have kids outside of marriage or outside of knowing that the person is really going to be a good father to the children and at least a decent man to you, whether it be a relationship or not, you just be careful and try to make the best decisions that you can when it comes to reproducing children, whatever. So anyways, fast forward, I let him claim one of the twins on his taxes. Never have I asked for money. Never has he given me money or lump sums of money. I think he sent me like 100 and something, or it's not very much money if you add it all up. So it's probably not more than $150, $200 at most. I doubt it, but never, it wasn't at one time for 2 kids. So 2024, coming to the end of November 2024, I've asked this man if we could, you know, have a schedule on what it is, because I am taking these kids back and forth to school. Oh my God, I'm missing a part. This is a pivotal moment. Gotta go back. So, my car ended up being totaled in 2024, and I needed transportation to take them back and forth to school. At that time, I could work from home. It wasn't a big deal. It was just more so them getting back and forth to school. So I asked him, you know, can you take them back and forth to school, or can I use your truck to take them back and forth to school, because he had an extra vehicle. He opted out of taking them himself and said, well, you can drive my truck. Now, at this time, I believe he was single, but I'm not quite sure, because as I stated before, I don't know what this man was doing in his personal life. I wasn't in his personal life. I don't even know what he had going on. Okay, so he allowed me to use his truck. He started to make advances at me and ask if we could go out, and if we could do this and do that. And of course I would spin him every time, because it was never like that. I lost complete interest in him. It never went past like, and I should have literally loved myself more. Like, I'm so upset that I lowered my standards. Ladies, that's another thing. Lowering your standards, it's never gonna work. It's never gonna work. It's never gonna work when you lower your standards. Never. Don't ever do that. So it was just literally his physical appearance. That after that, there's nothing after that. So anyways, he allows me to use his vehicle, and when I denied his advances, he said, I'm done helping you. Not helping his kids. He said, I'm done helping you, and I'm taking my truck back. I said, oh, okay. Well, you're going to have to take the twins, because they need to get back and forth to school. He said he's not doing that. I said, oh yeah, they have to go to school. Like, you don't, have a choice. And so, mind you, and preface this, I'm the one who signed them up for this school. I'm the one that have went to anything parent related, or I'm the parental face to this school. Y'all gonna need that information, and y'all gonna understand why I had to preface that. So, this is on a Sunday when he decides this, okay? On a Sunday. He only keeps them and takes them to school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, I show up in my car that I got. So he only really had them for 4 school days. When I walk into the building, everybody is looking at me like I'm a ghost. And I'm like, what's going on? So one of the secretaries decides to pull me to the side, and she says, well, we didn't know if you were locked up or if you ran away, or what the case was, because he told us that you were going to be gone for at least 3 months, and he was keeping the kids for 3 months. I said, excuse me? Like, I'm baffled. I'm completely baffled. She said, maybe you're going to want to stay, because it wasn't quite, school was just letting out. She said, maybe you will want to stay to speak to, their teacher, because he's been talking to their teacher as well. Now, mind you, because I know that he was driving them driving or taking them back and forth to school, I added him to the parental communication. So if there's any issues or whatever the case was, because he was keeping them at his house for that week, so I added him on. But prior to that, he was not added on the communications because he was never responding to anything anyway. So I just did not add him to the new system. He wasn't added to that system. So anyways, the teacher comes in and she sits down with me and she's like, oh, okay, I'm not really sure what's going on. He told me that you're going to be gone for several months and that the kids were going to stay with him. And so I told them the complete story of what happened. Like, no, that's absolutely not the case. He was just, I don't know where he got that story from or why he decided to tell you guys this story, but that was definitely not the case. And as we're talking, another secretary enters in and she's like, well, he's here now. And I said, okay, that's fine. And so once he sees me, it's like, he's like, I mean, he's their mother. I mean, she's their mother. Of course, they can go with them. I bought them a pair of shoes. I'm gonna just grab their shoes. Which was crazy because he hadn't bought anything, but he felt the need to say that in front of them. So anyway, I'm like, okay, like, and I'm still, you know, looking like, what is going on? Like, so I'm asking him, like, why would you tell them that? Well, I didn't know how long. I mean, but why would you didn't even have to tell them anything. What was the purpose of you doing that? Like, there's no reason for you to do that. Then come to find out, he tried to remove me off of their emergency contact and off the pickup list and add his new girlfriend at the time. Now, mind you, I asked them, if you guys felt this way, why didn't anybody reach out to me? I don't understand that. Why no one decided to call the parental person, the custodial parent that has been picking them up and dropping them off, who you've been communicating with, and all of a sudden trust this word of a person that just showed up? So fast forward to this point today. This is how we got here today. This is why I'm here. We appear in court because he asked for an extension to attain a lawyer. We have court this morning. We get in the court. The judge is a woman. She proceeds to say, do you guys feel comfortable proceeding without a lawyer present? He states no again, and that he needs more time to get a lawyer. I asked for permission to address the court. I state the facts, and the facts are he's had ample amount of time to attain a lawyer from the first initial hearing to this initial hearing, and he is dragging this. And that is, you know, what I stated to the lawyer, or to the judge. The judge proceeds to give him 30 more days to attain a lawyer. Okay, 30 more days to attain a lawyer for what? I don't know. All of this is for child support, not for custody, not for anything like that. And mind you, this whole time that we're going through this, they have been in my custody. After the first court hearing, he sends me a text that says 100 and a kissing emoji. I did not respond. I'm not sure exactly when he blocked me, but I found out that he blocked me today because after court, you know what? I'm just gonna surrender the children to you. You can have the children, because I didn't tell him this, but this is just how I feel. For my own mental sanity, and to not continuously go through the motions with this, you know what? Here are the children, and unfortunately, it's not that I don't love my children, because I love my children with my every being. But I can't be anything to them if I'm not anything to myself. And I know God will make a time where I know God will make a time where my kids will understand if I do have to surrender my children to them. And I told him, I reached out to him. He had me blocked on my regular number, so I got a text now number. When I called him, excuse my profanity, I don't even like profanity. When I called him, I said, hello, Keon. He said, ah, bitch, ah, bitch, ha, 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 ha. I won. Mind you, we haven't even, nothing has happened. Nothing has happened yet. I don't even know what he's talking about, what he won or what he felt like he won. But fast forward, oh, I'm so sorry. That's where the school came in at. So he proceeds to tell the lawyer, yeah, I have signatures from the teachers in the school taking care of my kids. Now, mind you, he's a new face to the school. Tall black man, I guess. I don't know. Wrinkly old white women that love him. I don't know what type of hold he got on these people, but it's absolutely disturbing. It's disturbing. I haven't seen the signatures. I haven't seen what he has or anything like that. So yeah, that was the gist of court. And so I was not under the impression that, I thought that it was only supposed to be a child support matter, but the child support is not just child support. It is, I guess, custodial and all the custody and all that stuff. It's all wrapped in one, because I did ask the lawyer or the judge, because I wanted a better understanding of what was, you know, taking place, because we're here for child support, and he's just been basically dragging it. So he has me blocked on my regular number, so I call him on the text now number. When I call him, excuse my French, but I'm like, Keon. He like, aha, bitch, that's why I won. That's why I won, bitch. That's why I won. Aha, bitch, you a stupid ass bitch. Da, 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 da. Mind you, I have not talked to him since the last court date, and I did not even directly talk to him. We were talking through the court hearing. So then he proceeds to hang up on me. I called the county city building to the court support office to see how I could sign over my rights. They said in the state of Indiana, I cannot voluntarily sign over my rights. So I asked, so I called him back, and I said, well, the twins are still in South Bend, Indiana, and he would have known that had he not blocked me or if he reached out, because I feel as though it's not my duty to manage his relationship with his children. I'm not stopping the relationship. He can call, he can get them whenever he wants to. He has not reached out. As I stated in one of the parts, I have tried to make a good co-parenting plan with this man, and it's just it has not worked, and it's not have been upheld. Okay, so then I proceed to say, well, can you just get them for the weekend? He said, I have to work. And I said, well, if you have custody of them, what would you be doing if you know, had them? Oh, I'm not about to do this with you. And it's like, every time I try to offer a solution, or every time I try to talk to him to make this as smooth as possible, he will not. And he proceeds to say, you might as well go ahead and find that house in Indiana, because you're not going anywhere. So that further indicates to me, not only is he a hating entity, he's literally trying to stop and block my life. And so either I'm going to surrender my kids to him, or I need y'all help getting me a lawyer. If y'all have listened to any of these parts, if you could like, share, and comment as much as you can. I need some help because I need the rawest lawyer ever possible to deal with this. I don't want to have to sacrifice my kids for my mental health, but that is something that is on the top of my list because I cannot deal with this man on any type of terms. I cannot deal with this man at all. I have tried tremendously to rectify the situation privately. That is not working. So I would appreciate y'all help. If y'all could help me with this matter, I would appreciate it. And if you have any, if anybody else have went through anything else like this, if you could, let me know in the comments what the steps that you have taken, I would appreciate it. I've tried to use a mediator in the state of Indiana. It is a mother's state, I guess that's what they say, but I have not been feeling the repercussions of that. So like I said, if you have any advice or any tools or could point me in the right direction as to where I could go from here, I would appreciate it. Thank you.
What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video back in the confessional. And yes, we staying lit, big dog, man. Shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. Alright, shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. We here. I had to shoot a text. I was like, damn. Right in the middle. Hey, listen up, man. Use the discount code everydaypj at checkout. You got the links below. HiveMindLabs.com. You can unbig your back, but you can't unbig stupid. Okay? You can't do it. And also you can use the coffee, the Moog's coffee. Okay. Hey, I'm not finna be selling it to y'all if y'all just don't click the link, cause that's not me. I'm not selling shit. All I'm doing is telling y'all I'm referring y'all to this coffee. Just click the link. I ain't gotta sell it. It's gonna sell itself. You taste it, you gonna like it. It's just it's a fact. Okay, I drink it. Actually, we had something this morning, Sunday morning. Had some coffee, whole pot of it. Everybody had a whole big breakfast. And people was like, this coffee's good. That's like, yeah, that's PJ's friend's coffee. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. Black owned, woman owned, family owned, Moog's coffee. Okay, use the discount code everydaypj at checkout. Now let's get to it. Well, it's the big slow, cause slow ass anyway. Parts 4 and 5 did not upload, so she don't have parts 4 and 5. But if she have them before I upload it, if she have them uploaded, then I'll put them up inside the video. But parts 4 and 5 are not uploaded. And what I want to tell y'all is, how it's because we're missing a lot, and then we found, I'm glad. I'm kind of glad, because sometimes when people tell stories, you be like, all right, I get the gist of how shitty he is as a parent, but where's the story? This was one of those moments. We needed to get to the meat and potatoes, and finally, even if we had to skip part 4 and 5, we got it. But then we missed out on some key details because she's so long-winded. Whatever hell, she cried through the first 5 minutes of the first video, and I was just like, we ain't gonna get there today, dog. But anyway, somehow we did. So, now I want to say, don't ever sign over your rights, girl. What's wrong with you? To a narcissist. I completely hate that word now. Cause in no way is this man a narcissist. This man is not a narcissist. He's a deadbeat. There's a difference. there's a clear difference. He's a deadbeat. Nothing else about it. You get your kids for 4 days and you trying to tell the mama, tell the school that, yo, first of all, violation. And why is this? Why did the school even consider this without even contacting her? Like, ho, is you cool over there? And she would have been like, yeah, I'm cool. Wow, what's up? Your baby daddy trying to tell you this and that. Like, oh, come on, man, school's trash. So anyway, then after that, um, she talks about giving up the kids. I'm gonna tell y'all. I remember when I had my child, and her mama was like, you know, when we broke up, she was just like, sign over your rights. You could sign over your rights as a father. You don't have to be in her life. And I'm like, I'm trying to be in my kid's life. Are you stupid? She was stupid, but she was just making it hard. You know what I mean? And I don't know why she was making it hard, because she's just bitter. You know what I'm saying? One of them bitter ass baby mamas. And then not only that, it's like she would bring other men into my kids' relationship, but be mad when I got a woman who I was in a relationship longer than any man she been in a relationship. She taught she'll do the hating ass shit, like sending pictures of my daughter, washing the car with her boyfriend or something like that. I'm like, ho, is you cool? Like, what are you trying to do? You want me to respond to this some way? Like, you think this shit is funny? Like, what kind of games you playing? So, you know what I do? Send her pictures of me and my girl. Fuck y'all, I'm petty. And back then, I didn't care, because what you gonna do? We going to court anyway. Look, she loves her new stepmom. Oh, you don't like that? You don't like that? Come on, man. Y'all might not like it. Y'all might be like, PJ, that was wrong. That was wrong. Nah, if you do it, and I turn around and do it back to you, man, it is what it is. What you mean? Like, don't start nothing that you can't finish. You know what I'm saying? Don't do something that you can't take. If you don't like to steal from people, if you don't like people stealing from you, don't go stealing from other people. If you don't like nobody cheating on you, don't go cheat on other people. If you don't like your kid being seen with another woman, don't take pictures and send it to your baby daddy of your kid with another man. It just don't make no sense. Like, you look at me, dog. What do I look like? Do I look like I'm a sucker or a simp? No. Now, by the grace of God, I don't have no ugly. I'm not related to no. My kids are not related to their mother. They not ugly. Those women are not ugly. Okay? So if you think for 1 second that you can't be replaced, you got another thing coming. Okay? Two can play at that game. The one thing you can't do is change the DNA in my child. And we're going to go to court over that. And we did. Let me tell y'all what. I wasn't signing over my rights. Court sucks. I'm going to tell you why court sucks. Is I went to court millions of times for my kids. Millions of times. That ain't going to stop them from keeping the kids away. They going to do it anyway. If your baby mama's a dirtbag, she going to do it. Like, let's be honest. She could be like, oh, I'm a stand-up person. She could be president of her job. But when it comes to your child, she gonna be a downright dirtbag as bitch. Cause if it's Anna, it's Anna. You know what I mean? So don't think for 1 second that, only reason why I'm saying this is because when she talk about to sign your rights over, girl, you stupid. Don't ever do that. I'm kind of shocked you even say that, but you know, because when my baby mom used to say that, I like, what does that mean? And I tell my lawyer, she be like, sign your right. I be like, man, if I ain't got to deal with her, man, fuck it. At this point, you know, what's it gonna hurt? Y'all don't help me see my kid anyway. How many times we in court? I got proof of how many times I went to court over this woman and this kid, right? So, fact of the matter is, when it came to me getting full custody of my kid, it took nothing at all. You know why? Because the judge seen a pattern of behavior from my kid's mama. And had we not gone to court 5 times over the course of like 3 or 4 years for her neglect of the court order, and then the rest of the stuff that happened after that, man, that judge was like, "Nah, listen, you have a pattern. You have a pattern, ma'am. All the evidence stacked up against you is not good. You got to show me something better." So, you know, at the end of the day, look, you know, don't ever sign over your rights. Because had I signed over my rights, my child wouldn't be with me today. My child will be in a terrible position right now. That's a fact. So, I'm pretty sure my kid now, today, is more happy with me never signing my rights over, which is absolutely absurd. I don't think you could do that. It's like, there's no such thing as signing your rights over. You can lose custody. You can't just be like, oh, you know what? I ain't a dad no more. Let me put my name on this piece of paper that relinquishes all rights to this child. You can't do that. You know why? You know why you can't do that? Because they need you for child support. They can't get you to pay child support if you relinquish your rights to the child. That means somebody else can adopt them, and they can't keep the baby in the system. So if somebody else adopts that baby, then that baby gets out the system because now it's that other parent's responsibility. And now they got to go after that parent. So you get what I'm saying? They want to keep you in the child support system. So they don't want you to give up your relinquish your rights. So they just be like, no, you can't do it. Well, you can do it. They don't want you to do it. It takes a lot to do it. Like, you can't just do it. You can't just go down there and sign the paper. It's a process. But either way, don't ever do it. It's stupid. Anyway, everyday people, man, let me know what y'all think about this crazy situation in the comment section. This woman, hopefully I can get part 4 and 5 up in there, but if not, y'all get the story. Like, the baby daddy's a deadbeat. She's at her wit's end, and she's about to go crazy. So at some point, it'll be over with, and she can go and, you know, live her life. But at this point, she's not living her life. She's having a mental breakdown, yelling at a screen in her phone. In her car. You know, people just driving by, the trash man back there picking up, like, who this chick yelling and crying about? Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna holler at you later. Peace.
Day and night. For some women, it can start working in as fast as 1